Okay, my reason for picking Peter Obi as my choice is that among the other candidates, I think he's the most credible. I've had an opportunity to go online and check his achievements, and I've seen many things. He has won numerous awards, both international awards and within Nigeria, and they don't just give those kind of awards to less deserving people.
So, guys, you can see why the Nigerian youths are saying Peter Obi should be their president come 2023. Because Peter Obi is the only presidential candidate that is bringing out time, to engage with the masses, to engage with the youths, to engage with students. You can imagine how much time Mr. Peter Obi has invested in this, talking to the Nigerian students. Remember, he had this session in Akwa Ibom. He has the same session when he was in Calabar. He also had the same session when he went to Port Harcourt. And I tell you, in Bayelsa, Peter Obi is meeting with students. He wants to know what their problems are. He wants them to ask him questions. I mean, tough questions. Don't forget, Mr. Peter Obi said the other day that the problem we have in Nigeria is bad leadership. But what is even worse is bad followership. When people cannot ask questions, they cannot confront their leaders. They can't ask their leaders tough questions. This was one of the things Mr. Peter Obi said when he was in Akwa Ibom. So Mr. Peter Obi is ready to take questions, no matter how tough they are, because he has nothing to hide in his cupboard. So he's always open to any kind of questions. So guys, this is the reason why the Nigerian youths are saying it must be Mr. Peter Obi come 2023. And you can see the kind of bond, Mr. Peter Obi is building between him and the youths, as in a strong bond that cannot be easily broken. You can see some youths have made up their minds that no matter how much is being given to them by these politicians, they are going to turn it down. Can you imagine to that level? So guys, let me allow you watch this session Mr. Peter Obi had with students in Bayelsa State. I know you are going to enjoy it. So guys, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, turn on the notification bell. Please give this video a like so that YouTube can recommend it to many people. And let me know what you think in the comment section below. Thank you.
Well, I'll clap for her. Let her come and tell us her Peter Obi story. Why she started supporting Peter Obi. Thank you very much.
Good morning or good afternoon, everybody. My name is Chinonto Ubaka, and I'm a student of NDU, and I am obedient, like everybody here. Okay, my reason for picking Peter Obi as my choice is that among the other candidates, I think he's the most credible. I've had an opportunity to go online and check his achievements, and I've seen many things. He has won numerous awards, both international awards and within Nigeria, and they don't just give those kind of awards to less deserving people. For instance, the Bill and Melinda Gates Award on immunization, he won, and before that he would win that kind of award, then I think he's very credible. They would just pick anybody to give that award to. And he has also won Best Governor and many other awards. Apart from that, I've heard him talk, and I love intelligent people. Peter Obi is very intelligent. I've heard him talk, and I just know he's just the best candidate for this job. That's all I can say. Thank you.
Thank you guys. Please, I have a very important information to pass as we speak with the Will, okay, come and tell us your story. Come. I'm gonna help you on Twitter. Come and do your thing. Let him tell us his Twitter of the story. And after him, sir, please, you tell us the guy on glasses. Then after that, we're going to take, because we don't want the discussion to be an echo chamber, void of blabbering. Thank you.
good morning, everyone. Please, how many of you follow Twitter space here? How many of you? Okay. How many of you follow violence space? How many of you on violence space? Violence space. Okay. The person standing you is Real Everbest. So if you follow violence space, you actually know I'm a regular on that space. I said, okay, please. Sorry. All right. If you balance space, you know me. Perhaps you know my voice, and at least you can put a face to the voice that you hear on balance space. So my PTB story is very simple. But before I say it, let me say something. I think the reason why we came here today is not just to tell you to vote PTB, because I know for you being here this morning, it means you've made up your mind to vote PTB. I think the reason why we came is to inspire you, so that as you go out from this place today, you're going to go out and convince other of your friends, other of your family members, other of your church members, other of your village people, community people, the reason why they should vote PTB. Because we have to do this and we have to do it in this time. Like somebody has noted, this is once in a lifetime opportunity, because there are people that you just see once in a lifetime. People like Michael Jackson, you're not going to get a Michael Jackson again. You're not going to get a Bob Marley again. You're not going to get maybe Messi, Ronaldo. You're not going to get Sterling here once in a lifetime. You're not going to get them again. So when you see them, you have to take the opportunity and grab them. So P2P, we don't know when we are going to get somebody like P2P again. Somebody P2P Ahmed that vetted, in their lives, they have served in public life and in private life, and they have found, there's no guilt that's found on them. These are people who have used their resources to touch people, and the reason why they came out in this season is because they want to touch people. They want to change the shape of nation, because Nigeria is going to hell right about now, and it is the earlier we rescue it and stop it, the better for us. Nigeria is actually drifting, and I don't need to tell you that story. All of you are victims of the failures of Nigeria, the shortcomings of it. You're a victim of it. If you're a student, I don't know how many years you have spent studying a 4-year course or a 5-year course. I don't want to talk about that story. But the reason why we came here is because we need to inspire ourselves. And that is why my P2P story comes in. You see, in leadership, a leader must be able to inspire hope. Because in all historical approach, they said the ideas of the ruling class is the prevailing idea in every district. So leaders, when they will come when a nation is, and they will inspire hope. And that their hope will activate that nation that is in despair. Let me take that again. A leadership should be able to inspire hope, because it is hope actually drives a nation. It is hope that actually boosts the economy. It is hope, like if you see Americans have hope in their country. They have hope in their national flag. They have hope in their passport. When America is carrying their passports, as long as they're American, if you go to anywhere and bring out American passport and you see a fellow American, they will invest you immediately. So they have hope, because hope is an intangible asset. What do I mean? You see, there are times in life when you are down, you don't have anywhere to go. But if you have hope that things might get better tomorrow, if you have hope that your father is coming tomorrow, if you have hope that your mother is coming tomorrow, if you have hope that money, somebody is going to send a lot, it's going to keep you, even if you don't eat today. The fact that something is going to happen tomorrow is going to keep you. So leaders inspire hope, and it is that hope that actually drives the nation. People have inspired in this season, and that is why everything that man has said has been worse on marble. You can't remember what Atiku is saying. Atiku said it's a unifier. Meanwhile, PDP, half of PDP is in disaster. 4 governors have left them. He has not been able to unify them. What is the Blue Palo say they are standing on his mandate. The man you want to stand on his mandate cannot stand. How do you want to stand on somebody's mandate that cannot stand? But P2P is saying that it's going to take Nigeria from consumption to production. That one is speaking. When they said, oh, they're stealing oil, everywhere they're stealing oil, he said, the people stealing oil are people in government. That's why people cannot steal. But oil is not sweet that you go to grocery shop and you pick it. So the people stealing oil, before you steal oil, you have to come with vessel. And before you can enter the petroleum waters of any country, they will know. It's not something you use a bucket and go and fetch it. You use keep and come. So Nigeria government knows people are stealing this oil. And when they told him he doesn't have culture, he told them that the culture you're talking about is the culture of criminality. It's the culture of criminality. And it is that culture of criminality that we are here to destroy. We are going to put an end to that culture of criminality. And when they told him that, oh, you were PDP before, now you want to go to the same, he said no. Moses was in Egypt, right? And Joseph was in Egypt too. And God used Joseph that was also in Egypt to rescue Israelites and also his mercy. So yes, Obi might be in PDP, but he's a man that God has chosen for this time. So everything that Obi has said is actually something that inspires you, something that you can relate with. And because this man has a track record, if somebody, the man has said, if you go to Anambra State and see where I stole Anambra State money from today, I will stop campaigning. None of them can say this. Tinubu have made Lagos a personal property. People say Tinubu killed Lagos. It was actually Lagos that beat Tinubu. Without Lagos, Tinubu wouldn't have been anything. In short, Lagos, he managed it like a personal property. The king of Lagos, he decided who becomes, even Agro, who becomes Agro, if you want to be Agro in Lagos, you have to go and consult Tinubu. We don't want that kind of Agro leadership in Nigeria. We don't want that. Enough of state madness. We can no longer allow our future to be handled and controlled by people who doesn't have character, people who just for education. Today we are looking for where Tinubu came from. I don't know, is there any Yoruba person here? Any Yoruba man? Any Yoruba woman? Do you know where Tinubu came from? Do you know his village? Do you know his father? Do you know the primary school he attended to? Do you know the secondary school? Everybody is looking for where this one. In short, me, I've suggested that after the election, because if we do it now, they will say, oh, we are being too harsh. After the election, we have to arrest this man. Make sure we find out where this man came from. We just have to do it. Because most people don't know who have been, Nigeria has so much money, so much resources, and the people really don't have the, maybe they are not from here. It's possible. So we have to find out where these people are coming from. So after the election, because if you do it now, they will say, oh, we want to read. No. After the election, all of us will gather and say, this man, please come and tell us where you. These are people that want to control your destiny. This man is dying. He should die. I think it's a retirement home. It's not a hospital. And these people will be sick, they will go to abroad. And they live. So we cannot continue like this. So many people this story that this is a man that has come in this season that has identified with us. Some of you have not been opportunity to see this man. If he comes out today, you have a change of attitude. In short, if you're planning to convince 10 people in this election, you're going to convince 50 people because Obi has empathy. The way he will talk to you, the way he will relate to you, will know that he shares your pain because he was a Nigerian who went to school in Nigeria and who went through all this. And the man is saying that if everything that he has got, nobody is investing more than Obi in this movement. It's investing, and not because he wants to go and steal money, but because he wants to come and be a part of the generation that changed because of our nation. And I want you to be part of that generation. I want you to be part of it. Because somebody noted that what is happening is not giving some people giving you 5,000 or what, because they are going to come to buy your vote. And when they buy your vote, they have bought your destiny. They are not going to come tomorrow and say, oh, why didn't you do this? But to this election, you are using your resources, you're using your time, you're using your investment. So you are the biggest financier for this election. And so therefore, when people wins come February 25th, you're going to be part of those government that will say, no, sir, this is not why we voted you. This is not why we put you in office. Please, we want you to do this, and he will listen to you. If somebody who shows empathy, somebody who can relate with you, somebody who can identify your problem, and if somebody who can talk to you, somebody who can come to your level. If you don't know people, you don't know how much success that man has made for himself. But yet, he's sacrificing everything. Everything has been thrown at him. They will grant it. Anytime you want to go, sometimes you go to place, they will grant him. So thank you so much.
Him to talk. All right. After clap on. It's not easy. Cameraman, please reduce me. Reduce my capacity. Thank you very much. Sir, come.
If you don't know people, you don't know how much success that man has made for himself. But yet, he's sacrificing everything. Everything has been thrown at him. They will grant it. Anytime you want to go, sometimes you go to place, they will grant it. So thank you so much.
So, guys, yes, information reaching me is that everybody drop your account number on TikTok page, and after the election, it will be credited to some of 100 naira. And that was a joke. So, please, we want to pass this announcement. When Mr. President incoming comes into the hall, as he's coming in, Yes, you can. You can take your video and record, but as soon as he's on the stage, please, no cameras, no videos. Everyone should be seated. Understand? If you want a video, a proper video, your camera that is looking like Hamadan will not give you clean video. Go to YouTube, take back Niger TV. You see very crispy, crystal clear content on Take Back Niger TV. You can get any content you want on that page. You can screenshot, copy, share, like, watch. Till eternity that video is still online. So please, let there be orderliness. Nobody coming in front to take pictures. Nobody standing on the aisle because my principal likes to walk there, walk back. You will see. If care is not taken, he will go up, come down, converse. That is him. If you are asking question, this is how he comes. No cameras, no video, and stand. So you have to follow Take Back Niger by Yelsa. So that if you are asking question and he's standing with you like this, you can go to Take Back Niger Bayelsa, take your picture there, put it on your Facebook, and tell your village people that I don't snap with them. So no photos, nothing. I think we'll have time to take a group picture with us as soon as it's done. So let's give the mic to this my photocopy that I am finer than. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Bishop. This is the first time you are giving me mic, and I usually attend your spaces. Yes. So, greatest Nigerian student. Greatest Nigerian student. My name is Apolabi Great, and I'm an obedient. And I want to share my Peter Obi story. The first time I came across Peter Obi was when I was watching Platform, which is usually hosted by Pastor Poju Oyemade. And as I was listening to Peter Obi talking about the different things that he was doing, it was a marvel to me. I was shocked. I was befuddled that a Nigerian politician will have this approach to governance. Peter Obi's philosophy of governance is one that he's not interested in doing anything for a select few. Whatever he's doing, it's always to reach the largest number of people as possible. He wants to use public resources for the largest public good. For instance, take what he did with the roads in Anambra State. Most governors in Nigeria and different levels of leadership, what they are usually interested in doing is building flyovers, building roads within the capital, or maybe building schools within the capital, building something fancy that everybody will see so that they will commission and then the glory will come back to them. But people that are in the villages, take for instance in Bayos, like what is happening in Brass, what is happening in Shagama, nobody knows. But maybe every focus is in Yanas. I'm not saying that's the case. I'm just trying to say that usual approach to governance that people take. But what Peter Obi did was he made sure all the schools, in all the villages, in all the local governments, he built all of them so that the least member of Anambra would have a feel of what he was doing. That's why Anambra's education was able to come up from number 26 to number 1. He used the larger resources to focus on the largest number of people. And that's why I love Peter Obi, and I believe that if he becomes president of Nigeria, instead of doing projects that will only cater for a few people in Abuja, I stay in Abuja. Abuja is such a beautiful place. You see the roads, you see the flyover, so beautiful. If you are coming from abroad and you come into Abuja, you think that such a beautiful place until you start entering some other parts of Abuja before you now realize that, oh, this is still where we are. But you know, with Peter Obi, when we talk about development, it's going to be national. It's going to reach every nook and every cranny of Nigeria. There's not going to be one part that will be left alone. There won't be any part that will be segregated. When he talks about taking Nigeria, moving it from consumption to production, what Peter Obi is trying to talk about is to turn Nigeria into a machine
And that's why he's talking about, oh, let there be a road from Aba to Port Harcourt, so that he can connect every part of Nigeria. So every production line is open, so that if this part is responsible for the ports, this other part will be responsible for manufacturing, this other region of Nigeria will be responsible for processing, this other part of Nigeria will be responsible for the extraction industry. But to bring all the parts together and make it into a functioning machine, so that Nigeria can achieve the potential that it wants. And that is the only candidate in this election that you can see that's actually delivering a vision. If I ask you what Tinubu's vision is, none of you can tell me. What the heck does renew the hope mean? What does recover Nigeria mean? What does it mean to do? What Nigeria needs is from consumption to production, and the man that can do it is Peter Obi. If you believe in him, I'm asking you to believe in him more. If you believe in him to the maximum, get your PVC. If you already have your PVC, tell your friends to get their PVCs, and continue telling everybody that on that day we must all come out to vote for Peter Obi. Voter turnout in Nigeria, the highest it has been, is around 30% or something like around that number. If those of us that have been sleeping and have been docile decide to come out and vote that day, there is no reason why Peter Obi won't win the election. A greater number of us haven't been voting than those who have been voting. And it's time that we wake up and realize that the power is actually in our hands. Turn around this situation. For too long, they've dealt with us, they've bastardized us, they've raped this country, and it's time for us to rise up and say, it's enough. Enough is enough. And vote Peter Obi, because he's the one that has what it takes to rescue Nigeria. So, in conclusion, please vote Peter Obi, support Peter Obi, ask your friends to vote Peter Obi. Thank you very much.
I want to apologize if you are here and I have not given you the mic on Bishop spaces to speak before please forgive me. It's not intentional. I'm sorry. Forgive me. Alright, so guys, we're streaming live on YouTube and you can make this trend Bielsa. Let people know that obedience are in Bielsa, and the ones in Bielsa has the loudest audience in Nigeria. And how can you do that? Simple. Hashtag student now Paul reads PO. Remember, hashtag student town Paul with PO, and we are live streaming on YouTube, and that will be Take Back Ninja TV. Just go to your YouTube app or go to your YouTube website and just click or type Take Back Ninja TV, and we are live on Take Back Ninja TV. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to take a lady. Okay. How are you? Come now, come and tell us your picture of the story. Oh. And the ones in Bielsa have the loudest. Are you a student? Soon to be. Oh wow. Tell us, what makes you think Peter Obi is the best man for the job, and why you supporting him?
Okay, good morning, my fellow students. Like, my point is, okay, the reason why I actually wanted to vote for Peter Obi is because he made more emphasis on education, and I love education so much. I've written JAM twice, and this is my third time. And with what I've seen online, his deeds and many others, he's really supporting education, especially in Anambra State. And there was one that surprised me the most. Said that when he supported the university with 100 billion net worth, it was so shocking. And I believe that if he becomes the president of this country, this education has been held down, that most students will go to school and come back and stay back home. I believe this country will move to the next level. Thank you.
You see, these are materials that are refining.
if you cannot beat them, join them. She couldn't beat jam since now she has joined you people. Admission, take it. Oh, you can say I'm a prophet. Don't joke with grace. Somebody celebrate grace in the house. Very interesting one. This one, you will like it. Come, PJ. Come. You go. I have tell your story. Yes, I know the time we pay you.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. I'm not speaking actually, my name is Prophet. I'm from Anambra State, and I'm happy to be me because of Anambra State, because I went for scholarship education from my SS1 to SS3 with P2B scholarship. I had scholarship when I was state. And the first time I traveled out of Nigeria was P2B. We were the students in our school. We represented Nigeria for volleyball and handball. And the man sponsor our school. We went to Togo, we went to South Africa to represent the state for Nigeria. When we come back, the level of things the man go to us. In fact, he's a big man. So we are not able to see them. First time somebody schools, first time we use laptop in our school. It's good to do that. Sponsor laptop, Facebook to all the students. So the man so much love everything about education and the youth. Thank you.
Shebi they tell you now say you give a scholarship, you are clapping as if you have weekly. Now clap if you are a student, clap as if you put your carryover in between your and smash the head of that carryover. Smash the head of that carryover. See them. Thank you very much. I'd like to take a look. How are you, ma? How are you doing? Yes, you. If you look back again. Come here. Come and tell us your story. I like your dressing. Wow, it's nice. Bayelsa is blessed. Bayelsa is blessed.
Good morning, great students. I'm representing NDU CMEC. I'm director of class recommend. Are NDU students in the room? NDU students. The reason I'm supporting Peter Obi, the idea that as students, education has really gone backward in this country. If you check history, back in time, there were times where this school or schools in this country were one of the best, where people from abroad were coming to school. Well, currently, our education has gone down, we have gone backward with the strike, and a lot of things have happened. So the idea of students to be able to go to school 4 years and come back and graduate. I've been in the house since February, and that thing has been crazy. So that idea that we can actually finish our school in 4 years and get good education is something that I think is what supporting the man. Is that something like that? So my reason for supporting Peter is a chance to give education standard and value. That is just my story. Thank you.
So, see, corrupt mind. When I don't spoil, please come. They don't say, they don't spoil. Please, let I ask you, please.
I ain't these students here. I ain't these students here.
I asked her, I said, are your students here? So that they would, hey, corrupt boy. Una don't spoil. When open win election, before you become a student, we will scan your mind. Una don't spoil. Alright, thank you very much. Let's go over to the next question. my brother with the muffler. How much? Sorry. Are you? Are you a student? You're a student. All right. So tell us about the Peter Obi story.
Good morning, everybody. The reason why I love Mr. Obi is because when I follow him up online, when they ask him about the prophecy, Reverend Father H.K. he said, yes, that's good. When you see a prophecy, when you see the good one, you pray that it come to pass. Then when you see the bad one, you pray that will not come to pass. Only that thing make me to fall in love with God. That's the reason why I see the man as the man of integrity, and I love the man. So I urge everybody to vote Mr. Peter Obi. Thank you.
Thank you very much. No negative comment. You cannot say that about other candidates. My principle, you want to? That is one thing I love about this movement. You call, you answer. Every time I call, you answer. Every time I knock, you open. You are an incredible God.
Good morning, my fellow students. In power, when people are vying for power, you look attitude. Some are desperate. They want to serve. People want to serve. While others, they are desperate. How? There are some that after election, you will not see them till the next 4 years. That's when you see them. While there is this other one that said because he has empowered others, so now it is his turn to become the president of Nigeria. Looking at their interviews, most of them will go to interview and they will start criticizing Peter Obi. While Peter Obi will come out and he will be telling you the steps he will take to solve the problems of Nigeria. Simplicity. He is a very simple guy. I've watched him different times. I've followed him up different times. He's a very simple guy. Looking at it, youthful. How many of us know the president of France, Emmanuel Macron? He's a very useful guy. Look at the World Cup final. After France lost, he went there. He was consoling the players. He was talking to the players. How many of our presidents, apart from how many of them, those ones that are coming, how many of them can do that? They can't even walk down there, not to talk of be talking to the players. We need a youthful Nigeria. We are youth, and we need someone who can stand, who knows the feelings of the youth, who knows what youth wants, who knows what it feels to be a youth in Nigeria. Not the ones that already made it, the ones that say they built Lagos. Lagos is now their family heritage. No, we don't need someone like that. We need people who can stand for Nigeria and talk. If you look there, you see, you hear that Peter Obi is in Bayelsa. Yesterday was in Port Harcourt. Today is coming to Bayelsa. The next thing you see that is in London, having a meeting. Tomorrow you hear that is in Lagos. How many of them can do that? Some of them, they came to Bayelsa. After Bayelsa, they went to London for treatment. We don't need people like that. It's time to rescue Nigeria. It's time for redemption. And that is the reason why I stand for Peter Obi.
Thank you, my another prophet. Thank you very much. Madam, that smile. And we're going to post it on Twitter. We're going to post it on Facebook. We're going to post it on WhatsApp with a hashtag Student Town Hall with PO. And then we're going to trend it. Are you ready? Are you ready? I want to take selfie. I want to take selfie. I want to take selfie. Yes,
your live here town hall. Okay, now please post it on your social media platform, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, post it on Twitter, post it everywhere, TikTok. Go to your village meeting group, post it there. All those groups that they used to sell land, post it there. All those groups that you used to study, post it there. The group that they used to post past questions, post it there. If you have group that they used to post explain, post it there. With the hashtag student town hall with the O. Yes, yes, yes. Where's my brother who said he wanted to speak? I said, I'm going to take you. Where is he? You said you wanted to say something. Are you the one? Approach. Approach the bench. You are lifted in Jesus' name.
Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon, sir. My name is William Springs Zefa. I'm from Bayelsa State, Yenagoa local government. I want to just share my few experience about P2P. Firstly, I would like to start with his educative aspect. P2P, looking at P2P and his vice, Mr. Dati Yusuf, he's a very, you can see the both of them are well educated, and because they are well educated, that is why they want to influence the youth, give them better education so that we can take over them when they are out of seat. But looking at the candidate of APC and PDP, you can see how can a elderly man build a building for drug addicts that anyone who wants to take drugs should go there. Is that what they are supposed to be building? No. But P2P, he gives scholarship. Even when he was the governor of Anambra State, he gives scholarship, in fact, educate people, make them feel important. And that is one thing I want to stand for him and vote for him. And another aspect, the saving aspect. P2P is a person that saves. The pocket of the Anambra State pocket was filled with money because of P2P. And I believe that if he comes as the president of Nigeria, he will do more even than the one he did with Anambra State. Now, another aspect I want to talk on, his lifestyle, his strength. The candidate of APC is debilitated, he's very weak. He doesn't even have the capacity to stand on stage for even 2 minutes. He doesn't have the capacity to speak well. Look at what he did in, I think, Plateau State. He was raising hand, shouting his party's name. Yes, he was raising hand, shouting his party's name, and he made a mistake and said, calling PDP's name, PDAPC. Is that what we need in this Nigeria? That means if a person like him comes into power, he will use less Nigeria than even more than the one Buhari has done. Buhari has done more harm to Nigeria instead of developing Nigeria. Look at the inflation of prices of goods. Not only goods, things that are not. Look at the inflation everywhere you go. Bag of rice from 10-something thousand now is over 40-something thousand. You can see. So please, I will advise everyone of you here to vote and to vote to be. Thank you very much.
A word is enough for the wise. My comrade, we are Alile Apalat come. Sharp, 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 sharp. If you smile, so we're going to have her share her Peter Obi story, then she will give the mic to you, then I will call the person that you will give the mic to. Wait, calm down.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Penny, and
The reason why I want to vote Peter Obi is because he's a person of integrity. When I was reading about him online, I saw that he was impeached as an Anambra governor. And then we've seen people from Anambra here, they're coming outside and they're saying that, this man is great, this man is wonderful. So who were the people that impeached him? Since the masses are coming out and they're saying that we love this man. And when he was also the, I think, Security Exchange chairman, he refused to collect allowances and cars for his position. Have someone like that that cares more about the people than collecting money, than pleasing people on high places, that cares more about the voices of the people, then I think Nigeria will go to great places. Thank you.
My name is Okeke Tentukowendu. I'm from Anambra State. And by God's grace, I attended the same school that P2B lifted up and set a pace for up to this very day. Now, my support for P2B began even before the presidential candidacy stuff. Now, in school, as at there's a lecturer back then in school that said a story. He said in 2008, he began as a lecturer because he gave first class. Now in 2008, after 6 months, going to 2009, they were not paid, and because of that, they had to go on strike in 2009. That is the longest strike in Anambra State, 9 months. There was no school, primary, secondary, university. Everything was shut down. Now, after that, after the strike, there was, I don't know what they did at the end of the day. The strike ended and school resumed, but they were trying to manage some things around. Now, when Peter became the governor of Anambra State, he did something significant. What did he do? That is the question. He had to remove, sorry, I missed the date, sorry. It was during Mbanidu's tenure, not 2008 rather. It was during Mbanidu, there's a governor they call Mbanidu, Governor Mbanidu, that's the name. It was during his tenure that we had that 9-month strike. Now, when P2B came in, he did a lot of significant things by making sure that there was nothing like strike. Now, I was in school and I heard that there was strike in some schools. And I was waiting for us to go to that strike because school was so tight for us. You had to read novels and novels and novels. So we were praying that, let's join this strike and go and rest a little bit. But the strike was not coming forth from the school. Rather, the school continued on and on. And I had to ask questions. Why are we still on session? Why are we not with ASU in this strike? That was when I realized that there was a governor who is P2B that had done something significant somewhere. I did not know what he did. But at that time, I had to go and make research of what this particular man, who is this man and what did he do? Because I came into school when he had left office. He left office, I guess, 2013 or so, or early 2014 rather. And I came into school September 2014. He had already gone. And I saw structures that this man had kept in place. The way to the school, access roads here and there. And that has helped the school greatly. I had to make research, and I found out that this man has really done tremendously well. Tremendously well to the extent that when you come to Anambra today, every little thing you see in Anambra, the road, the bridge you are seeing today in the state capital is all P2B's effort. And that's why I laugh when Soludo, William are not recommending this man. People who are in Anambra State will surely tell you that P2B has really done great for Anambra people. And every governor that is existing today, any governor at all existing today in Anambra State, they are all living under the privilege of what P2B has done. Let's remember one thing. Before ABDA got a name, before ABDA got that stand in Anambra State, it was P2B's efforts. If not for P2B, so we don't fail to understand that ABDA as a party became so strong that nobody will ever think of PDP or APC. Why? Because of what P2B has done.
people give Abga that look that when you come, you think Abga, they are angels, they have no command and anything. So whoever is coming into Abga, automatically a winner. Why? Because of what P2B has done. Before P2B, ask yourself one question: was there a name like Abga? There was nothing like Abga. We have PDP existing, and this man came, kept a landmark for us, and today people are reaping what he has sowed, and they have the effort to say that he has done nothing or something like that. That is their business. But whatever it is, I want to encourage us today that let us not be deterred with what we see, especially what we see around the system of Labour Party. Let us not be deterred with what they do and other things. Let us focus on one thing: the structure which we have fought for many days, for months. Many of us, I know, have worked tirelessly for this particular day. Let's try to finish well by taking campaign to the grassroots and every other place we know we can take campaign to. Because at the end of the day, our goal is just what that to be the president of the country, and it will help us to liberate ourselves in all ramifications. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. You will never walk alone. Come. Oh. I'm a Chelsea fan. I don't like what you are wearing, but you are obedient. So I am obedient.
Great obedient people. I remember Ombuso lost in kitchen from Southern Nigeria local governments. I'm a small precisely. I just want to reach everybody and let's tell ourselves the truth, nothing but the truth. Our fathers failed us, that's why we are in this situation here in Nigeria. And please, every one of us should go get our PVC and tell your friend, you know, post it on any platform, like he said. Tell them that we must vote in P2B as the incoming president. I see him as the incoming president. I don't know what any other person is thinking or saying. The reason I'm saying this is that I have suffered a lot, and I don't want my child or my children to suffer what I have suffered. If you can see, in Nigeria, everything is quite expensive. You cannot buy anything. In fact, it's expensive, very expensive. With 1,000 naira, 1,000 naira cannot take you in the next 2 minutes. Before you go from here to that gate, 1,000 naira has gone. And you cannot give a specific record on how you spend that money. So my fellow youths and Nigeria at large, please, go to your constituency, go to your ward, go to your polling units. Let these people know. Educate our mothers. Let them know. Teach them how to vote. Let them know that this index finger is what you use for voting, not your thumb, so that they will not count any vote as invalid. Let them know the logo of our principal, which is father, mother, and child. Papa, mama, pikin. Papa, mama, pikin, yes. That is it. Let them know. Go to the market space. Whenever you are discussing any gathering, let it be your turn. Preach about P2B. That is what I volunteered myself for. I will not fail as my father failed. Because in Nigeria, I've looked at, I've checked everything. It's just the same cycle of persons going round and round and round. Let me don't even go far. There's a person in this state that is coming for the 6 times. 6 times as an office holder. What happened to the rest of his consequences? Are they not people there? So that now we need to stop. Money that they're supposed to use to build road, good hospital,
for themselves, and at the end of the day, the money you get for it, and they will not bring change for you to come and vote them. And some Nigerians that I don't know, maybe they are just being blinded. We go about going and campaigning for such a person. I'm not here for any other person than my principal, and I will not talk about any other person than my principal, which is Tinubu. Please and please and please, let's work with one mind. We are the future of Nigeria. If you don't know it, I know it. We are the future of Nigeria. If you want a great Nigeria, let us don't make the mistake our father did. Let's all come out in mass and make it work. Make that will be your president, my president, and Nigeria president. God bless you all.
Yes, it is not everybody that knows how to solve mass. If you cannot come out in mass, come out in English. If you cannot come out in English, come out in whatever thing you can do. But on that day, how many of you have your PVC? Let's be very sincere. This is a serious matter. How many of you have your PVC? Good. A handful number of people here have your PVC. On that day, when you go to vote, after voting, please, if you are going to vote, carry your stove, carry your mat, carry your power bank, carry 25 liters of water, carry mangi, carry matches, carry everything. If you're hungry, sit here, cook, chop. Once you after, even because I heard you cannot vote, more than 500 people cannot vote per unit. It's 500 people per unit. So if you are number 392, you have to cook. Stay here, count your vote. If the BBS don't have network, run hotspot for them. Make sure that what is being counted is what because as soon as it can never be operated. You have to defend your vote, and you have to speak to your neighbor. One person talking to another person, tell them about the Labour Party logo, the Mama Papa Pikin logo. The only person when they fly for night, they use boom, 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 boom. So you have to go for the party that cares for the family, the party that cares for you, that cares for you, and that is what Labour Party. Thank you very much. Please, our principal will. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. I saw a hand there. Yes, are you the one from my brother? Reverend people, don't come like God. Come to me, oh yeah, that labor and every lady. I will give you rest. How are you? Greetings, everybody. Are you happy? In case you just see me for the very first time, my name is Atiku. Now, if you have to say right, like on the mail ready to go to. If you are happy, say it, you are happy. Okay, don't worry, I will teach you. If you are happy, say it, bleep. Say it, bleep. Hula. Happy. Okay. You see, he gave on my friend, my colleague before, because of meeting the Nigerian system to one. You know what it means of? He said he regrets why he carry all his savings to university. He said the major thing when they can go school, say na Nollywood movie, na inspire. Say for Nollywood movie, you see person, mama and papa, dem be farmers, poor people.
You go see the mama, she go sell her papa. Papa go sell even in the last plot of land to send the pikin go school. Then when he come back, he go suffer small. Then he go city. He go come see job for one kind big company. As he see the job now, they will give am official car. One big house, an official house. He say after you graduate, right? He say that kind thing you no dey happen for this country. So be like na for abroad dey happen. But you see, things like that, it dey happen, and na the thing we suppose happen. You see, as students, una need ask ourselves, if una graduate, we all na go work. Just imagine a country where person wey be PhD holder go dey work as a gardener. He go dey work as a gardener. Then person wait for the CRS, na him be minister for petroleum or agriculture. Wetin CRS and agriculture get information. You see, now the major reason why we support this man na because of industrialization. Everyone say industrialization. Industrialization in the sense that already single-handedly this guy dey successful. He be the CEO of different companies and industries. So I believe say na him dream. Say if he become president, he will bring many companies and industries. Already he come from the region wey me I dey call the China of Africa. The China of Africa na the region wey he come from. You see, how you go dey for country wey be say the only major thing wey dem dey sell na crude oil, and the crude oil wey dem dey sell even the fuel wey even small for backyard go arrange one or two instruments. They don get fuel wey dem dey call am fire. Na im dem no fit get refineries. Dem dey sell am very cheap. But when they wan buy the fuel now very expensive. So dem come dey sign money say dem wan subsidize am. Abeg make una use una head. Now obedient my own meaning of obedience na for you to carry your voters card go that day go vote for Peter Obi. Make you no reason because of 20,000 or 30,000 naira. You go divide am by 8 years or 4 years. So people vote for the wrong people so that they will sack them. So abeg, now everyone talk to your neighbor. Everyone look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, use your head to follow who know the person wey know road na Peter Obi. Abeg make dem account for themselves. Some of you talk, you will not talk. Clap, you will not clap. Which one will be? Please clap. Thank you. You know what, look me. I will, or you just test for now. Yes, I'm coming. Please put your hands together for her as she comes down. Thank you.